Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very special day today, and I hope everybody's found a place to sit down, and all our winners are here. Um, it is just look at how things have worked out. It seemed very difficult when we were trying to figure out the day for the 19th, and it was going back and forth. But just see how it's worked out. And thanks a lot to Dr. Sharda for this. That today is a very important day. It's the birth anniversary of two very, very iconic women. One is Rani Lakshmibai of Jhansi, and one is Indira Gandhi. And both their birth anniversaries today, and we are celebrating Laadli. So, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 15th National Laadli Media and Advertising Awards. Sorry, the regional ones, my bad, Sensitivity for 2025, supported by UNFPA. Before we begin, I want to invoke the blessings of our founder, Bobby's sister. Wherever he is, we invoke his blessings because without his conviction, this platform wouldn't have been possible. It's heartwarming to see so many of our friends, journalists, people from other media platforms here, many like-minded people from our fellow travelers on the paths of gender equality, all of us here on this occasion to celebrate the Laadli Awards. This year, we've received as many as 719 pan-India entries from media persons, from which 609 were shortlisted and sent to the jury. Of these, 97 have won, 63 will be awarded now at the regional awards. And now, to take us through the evening, we have with us a very senior journalist, a friend of mine, Vinaya Deshpande. She is the Maharashtra Bureau Chief of The Hindu. Vinaya, can I ask you to take the evening forward?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And it's wonderful to see you all here today. Without any ado, I would like to begin the event. But before that, I would request you all to please put your cell phones on silent mode. A few seconds, but this will make sure that the integrity of the program remains intact. And now, to set the tone of the event, here's a serene invocation by vocalist Siddhesh Patil. Siddhesh Patil. As Yogesh was saying, this is a very special day indeed. And, as we begin our regional awards, and we welcome people who have traveled from all across the country to receive this special award, I can never thank Dr. L. Sharda enough for putting everything together. She has been the star along with Dolly Thakur for the entire Laadli family here. And thank you so much. Anuja Gulati ma'am is also here. Mr. Sridhar is also here. Pops, as everyone calls him lovingly. Thank you so much for all the consistent support for all these years. If we can now have Siddhesh Patil's invocation, please.
Let me check. Yes. Namaste. Good evening, one and all. Thanks for the opportunity. Population first को मैं thanks कहना चाहता हूँ and going to present something unique, which definitely you will love. वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराए जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराए जाने रे पर दुखे उपकार करे तोए पर दुखे उपकार करे तोए मन अभिमान ना आने दे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे बीड़ पराए जाने रे सकल लोक सहुने वंदे सकल लोक सहुने वंदे निंदा न करे के नीरे वाच काच मन निश्चल राखे वाच काच मन निश्चल राखे धन धन जननी इतनी रे वैष्णव जन तो तेरे कहिए जे समदृष्टि ने तृष्णा त्यागे समदृष्टि ने तृष्णा त्यागे समदृष्टि ते तृष्णा त्यागे पर स्त्री जेनी मात रे जिह्वा थकी असत्य न बोले जिह्वा थकी असत्य न बोले पर धन नव छले फाट रे वैष्णव जन तो देने कहिए जे भणलो भीने कपट रहित छे भणलो भीने कपट रहित छे भणलो भीने कपट रहित रहित छे काम क्रोध निवार्या रे भणलो वीरे कपट रहित छे काम क्रोध निवार्या रे भणे नरसैयो तेरा दर्शन करता रे भणे नरसैयो तेरा दर्शन करता रे गुण एको रे तेरो ताढ़ा रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए छे बीड़ पराए जाने रे पर दुखे उपकार करे तोए पर दुखे उपकार करे तोए मन अभिमान नाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे बीड़ पराए जाने रे बीड़ पराए जाने रे बीड़ पराए जाने रे Going to present another one more very unique version, which is sung by Pandit Shri Kumar Gandharvaji, the great legend, and today I'm going to attempt something. So, bhajan name is Nirgun Nirbhay, and definitely you will enjoy this. Now you will hear my voice with Tanpura only. So let's experience the voice with Tanpura. We'll see how it will sound. निर्भय निर्गुण गुण रे गाऊंगा गाऊंगा निर्भय निर्गुण निर्भय निर्गुण गुण रे गाऊंगा गाऊंगा मूल कमल आसन बाधो जी मूल कमल दल मूल कमल दल आसन बाधो जी उलटी कावद चढ़ाऊंगा चढ़ाऊंगा निर्भय निर्गुण गुण रे गाऊंगा निर्भय निर्गुण ओ मन ममता को धिक्कार लाऊंगा मन ममता को ओ मन कर लाओ जी पाछो तात मिलाऊंगा मिलाऊंगा निर्भय निर्गुण गुण रे गाऊंगा गाऊंगा निर्भय निर्गुण ओ पाँच पतिजो पकड़ मगाओ जी पाँच पतिजो ओ पाँच पतिजो ओ पाँच पतिजो पाँच पतिजो पकड़ मगाऊंगी एक ही डोर लगाऊंगा लगाऊंगा निर्भय निर्गुण गुण रे गाऊंगा गाऊंगा निर्भय निर्गुण ओ शून्य शिखर पर अनहद बाजे जी शून्य शिखर पर शून्य शून्य शिखर पर अनहद बाजे जी राग छत्तीस सुनाऊंगा सुनाऊंगा निर्भय निर्गुण गुण रे गाऊंगा गाऊंगा निर्भय निर्गुण This is written by the great Sant Mahatma Kabir ji. कहत कबीरा सुनो भाई साधो जी कहत कबीरा ओ कहत कबीरा सुनो भाई साधो जी कहत कबीरा 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 सुनो भाई साधो जी जीत निशाल धुलाऊंगा धुलाऊंगा निर्भय निर्गुण गुण रे गाऊंगा गाऊंगा निर्भय निर्गुण निर्भय निर्गुण निर्भय निर्गुण
Siddesh, that was absolutely sublime. Thank you so much. I'm sure all of us were transported to a different world by his voice. And I would like to add about Siddesh, if you all remember Slumdog Millionaire, he was one of the child artists in the movie. So as you can see, he doesn't just have great voice, but he's a great actor as well. If I may now invite Yogesh Pawar on stage to present a token of appreciation for Siddesh Patil. Thank you so much, Siddesh Patil. And now it's time for the curtain raiser. Let's look back at the journey that has brought us all here the stories, voices, and visions that have shaped Laadli's mission over the years. Can we please have the AV?
Change is the only constant. But do we wait for it or do we steer and accelerate it for a better world? The smallest of changes can make a big difference.
We are here because we truly believe that the world needs to be a more compassionate, a more equal world.
लाडलों की दुनिया में कोई पुरस्कार खुद को लाडली कहता हो, ये कितनी अच्छी बात है, कितनी ज़िद है इस नाम में। जो प्यार और प्रोत्साहन काम करने की जगह में नहीं है, शायद इस नाम से और इस पुरस्कार से उसकी भरपाई हो जाती होगी।
I would sincerely like to thank everybody at Laadli for giving this award to Bombay House. It means a lot because I know the work that Laadli has been doing in the field of gender sensitivity. And as an artist, I've always believed that my work should not be simply for entertainment, but it should be sensitizing, thought-provoking, should leave the audience with questions. And I feel this award reconfirms that that is what Bombay House does.
For over a decade and a half, Population First, through 14 impactful editions of the Laadli Media and Advertising Awards for Gender Sensitivity, has worked to inspire that change, amplifying the message of gender equality across India's media and advertising landscape. Over the years, we've supported more than 1,000 journalists through fellowships, honored nearly 2,000 media professionals across 14 languages, and conducted countless workshops, trainings, and consultations, all aimed at shaping narratives that see women and men as equals in every frame, every story. And yet, the journey towards true gender equality continues. Each edition brings us one step closer. Welcome to the 15th edition of the Laadli Media and Advertising Awards for Gender Sensitivity 2025, supported by UNFPA, a celebration of voices that dare to tell stories differently and with heart.
A big round of applause for the 15th edition of the Regional Laadli Media Awards. And today, on this special evening, we are privileged to have two outstanding professionals with us as the chief guests whose work has shaped media and communication in India. Ms. Kalpana Sharma, who's a veteran journalist, author, champion of inclusive ethical storytelling, and Ms. Hepzibah Pathak. She is the executive chairperson of Ogilvy India, a creative leader redefining how brands speak with empathy. And now, we request Ms. Sharma to come up on stage. May I request Ms. Kalpana Sharma to be on stage? She's a veteran, a mentor, a former chief of bureau of the Hindu, someone who has over 4 decades of experience, and someone we all look up to as journalists. Thank you so much. May I also request Ms. Anuja Gulati of UNFPA to join us on stage? UNFPA has been a constant support, unflinching support for the Laadli Media Awards, and Ms. Anuja Gulati personifies it. Yogesh Pawar, thank you so much. Now we start with the Eastern Regional Awards. And this is the first set of awards for the Eastern region in English language. Our first awardee in this segment is Nikita Mohta from Print Magazine Feature segment from the Caravan. Now, this story takes us into the wrestling akhadas of Haryana, portraying women who fight not just opponents, but also patriarchy itself. Nikita Mohta. If I may request all the dignitaries to be in the center of the dais, please. Thank you. This was our first awardee, Nikita Mota. And next, we honor Mayuri Shom, Shrabana Chatterjee and Shiv Sahai Singh in the print series category from The Hindu. Their sensitive on-ground reportage from Kolkata captured both the trauma and the indomitable resilience of the survivors. We have Mayuri and Shrabana to accept the awards today. The award consists of 3 citations and a trophy, an individual citation for each of the 3 journalists, and a trophy. Thank you and congratulations so much, Shrabana and Mayuri. Our next awardee, Aishwarya Mohanty from Web Feature Segment. She is from behenbox.com and brings stories of the women of Koraput leading their villages towards climate resilience through quiet collective strength. Aishwarya Mohanty. And the next award goes to Vaibhav Das in the Web Investigative Story category. Vaibhav Das from the Wire.in receives the next award for his incisive investigation into the gaps within state transgender welfare boards, asking tough questions that push beyond tokenism. Vaibhav Das. And up next, it's Rokibuz Zaman, Web News Report category from Scroll.in, who's recognized for his report on a chilling case where family control and police apathy came together to obstruct an interfaith marriage. Rokibuz Zaman. Thank you, Rokibuz, and heartiest congratulations once again. And we now move on to the next set of awards, and this is from the Eastern region in Odia language. Dr. Antarjita Nayak in print op-ed. She is from Prameya, and she has conferred the Laadli Award for powerfully highlighting women's unpaid labor, their role as first teachers, and the deep contradictions between societal respect and neglect. Dr. Antarjita Nayak. Heartiest congratulations. And now the next in line is Sasmita Sahu from print feature category from Sambad, who's awarded for giving voice to women branded as witches who continue to suffer under superstition and gendered prejudice. Sasmita Sahu. Congratulations, Sasmita. And now, before we announce our next awardee, here's the glimpse of the work. Can we please have the AV?
ପିଲାଟି ଦିନରୁ ମାର୍ଗାରେଟ୍ ଅଭାବ ଭିତରେ ଜୀବନ କାଟିଥିଲେ। ମ୍ୟାଟ୍ରିକ୍ ପରୀକ୍ଷାରେ ପାସ୍ କରିବା ପରେ ବି ଅର୍ଥ ଅଭାବରୁ ଆଗକୁ ପାଠ ପଢ଼ି ପାରିନଥିଲେ। ପରେ ଯେବେ ଜାଣିଲେ ଅଭୟାରଣ୍ୟର ସଫାରି ପାଇଁ ମହିଳା ଡ୍ରାଇଭର ଦରକାର, ତେବେ ଗାଡ଼ି ଚଲାଇବା ଶିଖିଥିଲେ। ପରେ ସଫାରି ଡ୍ରାଇଭର ଭାବେ ଚୟନ ହେବାରୁ ସଫାରିରେ କେମିତି ଗାଡ଼ି ଚାଲିବ, ଜୀବଜନ୍ତୁଙ୍କୁ କ୍ଷତି ହେବ ନାହିଁ, ଏସବୁର ଟ୍ରେନିଂ ବି ନେଇଥିଲେ।
And the winner is Shatarupa Samantrai. She is from the television special show category from Argus News, who's awarded for celebrating the spirit of adventure and empowerment among Adivasi or tribal women. Shatarupa Samantrai. I don't think she's around. We move on. And this was the East, fierce, fearless, and full of heart. Please give them a huge round of applause for showing us that journalism can nurture hope even in hardships. Thank you so much. And now, from East, we travel south, a region where culture, conscience, and creativity merge seamlessly. Thank you, Ms. Anuja Gulati. If I may thank you for your time. And Ms. Kalpana Sharma, if I may request you to please continue being on stage. I now request Dr. A.L. Sharda, Population First Founder Trustee, to join us on stage. Please give a round of applause for Dr. A.L. Sharda. And the first set of awards from the southern region in the English language category goes to Divya Gandhi from magazine feature category. Now, Divya Gandhi is from Frontline, and her story asks a vital question: why do women vanish from STEM academia? That was Divya Gandhi. Please put in a... Thank you for completing my sentence with a round of applause. I really appreciate that. Now there's another award for Frontline, and this is in the print magazine op-ed category. And that goes to Devika J, whose piece traces Kerala's evolving feminist conversations, thoughtful, rigorous, and full of reflections. Devika J. So these are 2 awards going into Frontline. Heartiest congratulations, Devika J. And our next awardee is Nitin Sharma from Print News Report category. He's from the Indian Express, and he brings us the inspiring story of para-athlete Dipti, once taunted, now triumphant, turning stigma into strength. Nitin Sharma. Heartiest congratulations, Nitin. And the next award goes to Rohini Lakshane from the web article category. She is from Factor Daily, and she's investigated the dark corners of image-based abuse, revealing the link between digital safety and gender. Rohini Lakshane. Congratulations, Rohini. If we can request you to please wait for a picture. Thank you. And the next award, the Laadli Award for Gender Sensitivity, goes to Sri Hari Palyat in the web feature category. Now, he's from indiaspen.com and he's written, it's a shining light on women's gig workers' struggles and resilience, showing why fairer law matters. Srihari Palyat is a batchmate as well from the Asian College of Journalism. Heartiest congratulations, Srihari. And up next, Gangadharan B from Web Investigative Story category. He's from queerbeat.org and he's recognized for documenting the quest for dignified healthcare within queer communities with honesty, empathy, and grace. Gangadharan B. The next award goes to Shivani Kawa, Nandini Chandrasekhar, and Anisha Sheth in the Web News Series category. They are from the News Minute and they received the next Laadli Award for holding the powerful accountable in the Prajwal Revanna case. Shivani Kawa, Nandini Chandrasekhar, and Anisha Sheth. Heartiest congratulations to all of you. And the next award also goes to the News Minute. And this is to Shubha J. Rao in the Web Op-Ed category for a perceptive critique of cinema through a sensitive and deeply human lens, revealing the often unseen worlds of women. Shubha J. Rao from the News Minute. Our next winner is Geeta Chadha in the Web Podcast category. Geeta is from NCBS at Bliss, India, and is conferred the next award for reimagining science itself through a feminist lens, challenging hierarchies of knowledge and power. Geeta Chadha.
Why so few women in science? Is biology seen as a feminized field? Is there sexual harassment in science? Is the method of science gendered? Do scientific theories reproduce gender bias? Welcome to Gender in and of Science, Feminist Conversations, conceptualized by Professor Geeta Chadha, sociologist and Obaid Siddiqui Chair 2023-24 at the National Center for Biological Sciences, Bengaluru.
So that was Geeta Chadha. And now moving on to the Tamil awardees. The first award goes to Chitra Rangarajan's web blog for her stories XYZ, which evocatively portrays women's assertion of their right to public spaces and safety. Chitra Rangarajan. Now, before we announce the next prize, let's take a glimpse at the next awardee's entry. Can we please have the AV?
என் நேம் நிவேதா. நான் சென்னை ட்ரிப்ளிகேனில் இருக்கேன். அம்மா அப்பா வீடு வந்து பள்ளிக்கரணை. நான் 9th ஸ்டாண்டர்டோட பாயாக இருந்து ஸ்கூல் படித்தேன். நான் ட்ரான்ஸாக கன்வெர்ட் ஆகி 3 இயர்ஸ் படிக்காமல் இருந்தேன். நெக்ஸ்ட்டு 3 இயர்ஸ்க்கு அப்புறம் சென்னை லேடி வில்லிங்டன் ஸ்கூலில் சீட்டு கேட்டு அங்கே போய் 10th 11th 12th 3 இயர்ஸ் கண்டினியூ பண்ணி 3 இயர்ஸும் போர்டு எக்ஸாம் எழுதி பாஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். எனக்கு ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குது.
And the award goes to Hema Rakesh from BBC Tamil. This is in the web feature video category, and she's awarded for her compassionate portrayal of a young transgender student's determination, powerfully advocating acceptance, education, and dignity. Hema Rakesh. Now moving on to the Telugu awardees, a quick look at the next entry. Can we please have the AV?
ప్రపంచ క్రీడా పండుగ ఒలింపిక్స్కు ఈసారి ప్యారిస్ వేదికైంది. 184 దేశాల నుంచి సుమారు 11,000 మంది క్రీడాకారులు ఈ పోటీల్లో పాల్గొనబోతున్నారు. అయితే ఆ మహానగరంలోనే కాదు, ప్రపంచ వ్యాప్తంగా పశ్చిమ గోదావరి జిల్లాల్లోని సీతారామపురం, నర్సాపురం పేర్లు అందరి నోళ్లలో నానబోతున్నాయి. మన తెలుగు క్రీడాకారులు ఒలింపిక్స్లో పాల్గొనబోతున్నారని మాత్రం పొరపాటు పడకండి. అసలు విషయం ఏంటంటే, నరసాపురం, సీతారామపురంలో తయారయ్యే లేస్ ఉత్పత్తులను ఒలింపిక్స్లో పాల్గొనే వేలాది క్రీడాకారులు వినియోగించబోతున్నారు.
Please join your hands for Kadali Mohan and Nakka Nagarjuna from Vanita TV. This is under the television news feature category, and they're recognized for spotlighting the skill, enterprise, and resilience of rural craftswomen who turned a local tradition into global triumph. Heartiest congratulations. And now, a glimpse into why the next awardee receives a special jury citation. Can we please have the AV?
నేను 37 వీక్స్ అప్పుడు ఐ ప్లేడ్ చెస్ ఒలింపియాడ్. ద జర్నీ వాజ్ సో బ్యూటిఫుల్ నౌ బికాజ్ ఇట్ వాజ్ సక్సెస్ఫుల్. నేను అనుకున్నది 4 months. నేను 38 వీక్స్ ఆడాలి అంటే ఐ వాజ్ లైక్ 4 months నుంచి బిఫోర్ హ్యాండ్. మెనీ పీపుల్ అన్నారు, అవసరమా రిస్క్, ఇన్నేళ్ళ నుంచి ఆడుతున్నావు కదా, ప్రెగ్నెన్సీలో కూడా ఆడాల్సిన అవసరం ఏముంది అని. ఐ సెడ్ ఫస్ట్ టైం అది ఇండియాలో జరుగుతుంది, చెన్నైలో. ఐ హ్యావ్ అన్ ఆపర్చునిటీ, నేను వదులుకోదలుచుకోలేదు. దిస్ ఈజ్ మై లైఫ్, చేస్తానేది నా లైఫ్. ఎన్నేళ్ళ నుంచి నేను ఇండియన్ చెస్కి ఆడి, విమెన్ చెస్కి ఆడి, ఇంత దగ్గరలో ఉన్న ఛాన్స్ని ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు లీవ్ అని చెప్పి నేను డిసైడ్ అయ్యాను, నేను ఆడతాను, ఇట్ డజంట్ మ్యాటర్, నేను ఆడతాను. సో అయితే అయింది, అక్కడే డెలివరీ అవుతా కానీ ఐ విల్ గో, బట్ నాకు మెడల్ కావాల్సిందే అని చెప్పి ఐ వెంట్ దేర్ టు.
Put your hands together for Ishwara Rao Saladi from Vanita TV. This is from the television special show category, and he's honored for his steadfast commitment to gender sensitivity on television. Ishwara Rao Saladi. These were all the voices from South. A big round of applause for them. Fearless, thoughtful, and full of heart. Thank you so much, Dr. Sharada. If I may request you to please take your seat. Ms. Sharma, I want to thank you for presenting the awards. And now, if I may invite you to share your reflections on gender-sensitive media and the road ahead.
Well, those who know me will yawn because I will say what I've always been saying for decades, which is that actually there should not be a category called gender sensitivity. I've been a journalist for 50 years, and as far as I'm concerned, to be a good journalist means you present the perspectives of all people, right? Rich, poor, men, women, transgender, etc. That is the basic premise on which we become journalists. So if you exclude half the population, which mainstream media generally has been doing, that is the reason that something like Population First has to create a category called gender sensitivity. And this must change, you know. This is what I always say to journalists who are coming to the profession: just get it into your head that if you're a good journalist, you talk to everybody. And you talk to the people who don't come forward. You talk to the people who are at the back, who are keeping silent, because actually that's where the story is. And that's what we keep missing over and over again. And then we just make these categories of, you know, the women's vote, etc., as we are now familiar with after the Bihar election. Have you talked to the women? Have you even found out what exactly they're going through? The vote is just a small part of their lives. And that is the story that is not told, right? And elections, everybody parachutes into these areas, and then suddenly women become important because they come forward with their ID cards and they want to vote. So, you know, my reflections on the media as having been a part of it is this is a boulder that has to be shifted and continues to need to be shifted. You know, it's not as if we've arrived. But I do appreciate the fact that there are things like this, these awards, because there are journalists who do want to write like this and who actually do it all the time. And the fact that they get recognized for the kind of work we've seen today, I think is really important for the future of journalism in this country. So it doesn't become this flattened space where everybody's writing the same thing, and vast parts of the country, their voices are never heard. People's voices are not heard. So this is the way we have to make a dent. So Sharda and others who have stuck to this thing of keeping these awards going, you know, I'm really glad you've done it, because I think it really gives us that window and gives many journalists, many of whom have, by the way, become independent journalists because mainstream media has no space for them. And they have to struggle to do the kind of stories that ought to be done and ought to be printed. And I think this is the kind of thing that gives them the visibility and that allows them to push forward with doing more such stories. So, you know, all strength to all of you, especially the younger ones who've been persistent. I'm full of admiration for you, because I think people like me who were in these steady jobs in the Hindu and other newspapers may not have had that enterprise that you have had to have to put forward and bring out these stories. So congratulations, and congratulations, Population First, for all you've done.
Thank you so much. If I may request you to please stay back. These are wise and heartfelt words, and I must say that, you know, for 15 years now, this is exactly the kind of positive reinforcement and the encouragement that Laadli has offered. Thank you so much, Yogesh Pawar, for handing this memorabilia to Kalpana Sharma. Thank you so much, ma'am. And now, from south, we journey towards west, to a region where journalism and advertising alike mirror the nation's pulse with imagination and depth. May I now invite our chief guest, Ms. Hepzibah Pathak, and our executive trustee, Mr. K.V. Sridhar, to do the honors for the western region. Ms. Hepzibah Pathak and Mr. K.V. Sridhar on stage, please. And the first set of awards for the Western region in the English language. Now the first award goes to Pooja Biraiya from The Week. This is the print magazine article category, and this is for her report that sensitively unpacks the complex realities of bullying from classroom to cyberspace, foregrounding care, counseling, and accountability over punishment. Pooja Biraiya. The next award in the print magazine feature category goes to Pooja Changoiwala from Neiman Reports. Pooja receives an award for her powerful portrayal of a woman journalist's fight against caste and gender.
just not been able to make it. Let's move on. The next Laadli Media awardee is Sumedha Raikar Mhatre from Midday. Now, this is in the print op-ed category, and she's being awarded for her op-ed humanizing the lives of waste pickers and reframing their work through dignity and social justice. Sumedha Raikar Mhatre, heartiest congratulations to someone who's a personal friend for years now. Heartiest congratulations, Sumedha. And now, the next winner is Nilina Suresh from indiaspen.com. Now, this is in the web article category, and Nilina Suresh receives the next Laadli Award for her empathetic, data-rich reporting on transgender lives and the systemic neglect they face. Nilina Suresh. And the next awardee is Nidhi Jamwal from Kashmir Times. Nidhi Jamwal wins this in the web blog category. Heartiest congratulations, and she wins this award for spotlighting rural women as leaders of climate resilience. Nidhi Jamwal. Our next award goes to Ritu Sharma and Swadesha Sharma from the web feature category. They are from ruralindiaonline.org. Ritu Sharma and Swadesha Sharma received the Laadli Award for documenting the courage and solidarity of ASHA workers while exposing state apathy. Heartiest congratulations to both of you. And our next winner is Array Voice, which wins in the web social media campaign category the Laadli Media and Advertising Award for creatively using digital platforms to democratize discourse and amplify diverse women's voices. Array Voice.
हर किसी की लाइफ में एक मोना आंटी या बबलू भैया ज़रूर होते हैं जो हमेशा कपड़ों पर कमेंट करते हैं, ये रंग अच्छा नहीं लगता, ये कपड़े मत पहनो। लेकिन क्यों? मेरा स्टाइल मेरी चॉइस है। आपके कपड़ों पे कभी किसी ने कमेंट किया है? आपने क्या जवाब दिया? माइक अब आपके हाथ में है। अपनी कहानी वॉइस पॉड या कमेंट में शेयर करिए #पास द माइक के साथ।
Archana, the co-founder of Array Voice, is here to receive the award. If I may request all the awardees to come center stage, please. Thank you. And we now move on to our Gujarati awardees. The first awardee is Punita Vaidya from Divya Bhaskar. This is the print magazine article category, and Punita Vaidya is awarded for showcasing the ambition and impact of women entrepreneurs and inspiring young women to join the startup ecosystem. Punita Vaidya. And the next award goes to Maitri Dave from Sandesh News. Now, this is in the print feature category, and Maitri Dave receives the next Laadli Media Award for her fearless spotlight on the issue of marital rape. Maitri Dave. You know, the Laadli Media Award always holds a very special place in everyone's heart. You can see one of the reasons how families turn up, how it becomes a celebration of for the entire family, and the support that the women journalists also enjoy. Congratulations once again, Maitri. And up next, it's Tejas Vaidya from BBC Gujarati. Tejas Vaidya wins this in the web feature video category and is recognized for boldly addressing discrimination against transgender individuals, promoting empathy and inclusion. Tejas Vaidya.
મારું નામ બીજલ મહેતા છે. હું ટ્રાન્સ વુમન છું. હું બરોડા જિલ્લાના સિન્નોર તાલુકામાં ન્યાયમામદાર તરીકે જોબ કરું છું. મેં મારા બધા જ સર્ટિફિકેટમાં પહેલાં નિલેશ કુમાર નામ હતું. જ્યારે ટ્રાન્સજેન્ડર એક્ટનું સર્ટિફિકેટ આવ્યું ત્યારબાદ મેં બધી જગ્યાએ નિલેશ કુમારના બદલે બીજલ કરાવેલ છે અને જેન્ડરમાં મેલની જગ્યાએ ફિમેલ કરાવેલ છે. જ્યારે પ્રાથમિક શાળામાં ભણતી હતી ત્યારે એન્યુઅલ ફંક્શનમાં એક છોકરાએ છોકરીનું પાત્ર ભજવ્યું હતું. ત્યારે મસ્ત તૈયાર થયા હતા. ત્યારે જ મને આમ પહેલાં જ થોડો ઘણો ખ્યાલ હતો જ, પણ ત્યારથી જ મને વધારે અનુભવ થયો કે ના, હું છોકરો નથી, હું છોકરી છું.
Congratulations, Tejas. And after this, we move on to the Hindi awardees. And this award goes to Babulal Naga from Bharat Update. This is in the print article category, and Babulal Naga is honored for his expose on the brutality of honor killings and his questioning of societal and institutional complicity. Babulal Naga. Our next awardee is Chetan Dwivedi from Dainik Bhaskar. Now, this is in the print investigative story category, and he wins the award for uncovering deeply entrenched forms of gender exploitation and confronting the violence of poverty and patriarchy. Chetan Dwivedi. The next award goes to Kavita Swami from Dainik Bhaskar. This is in the print news report category, and Kavita receives the next award for boldly highlighting the daily struggles of women in uniform. Kavita Swami. Up next is Shamveer Singh from ETV Bharat, and Shamveer Singh wins in the web feature category for documenting how Dalit girls are breaking caste barriers through wrestling. Shamveer Singh. Our next awardee is Neerat Kaur. In fact, the two awardees, Neerat Kaur and Akanksha Saxena from Deutsche Welle, Germany. And this is for the web feature video category. They are awarded for unflinchingly revealing misogyny and abuse of power in the film industry while centering survivors' voices. Neerat
तो
Kaur
क्या
and
बॉलीवुड में
Akanksha
मीटू के
Saxena.
बाद कुछ बदलाव आया है?
I believe the Me Too movement worked much better in the West.
मेरा मानना है कि मीटू मूवमेंट पश्चिम में ज्यादा असरदार है क्योंकि वहाँ कई ऐसी महिलाएं थीं जो सालों से घुटन में जी रही थीं। बहुत सारे राइटर थे, कई लोग थे जो दबा हुआ महसूस कर रहे थे, ऐसे लोग जिन्होंने एक एक कदम चढ़कर सफलता हासिल की थी और इसीलिए वहाँ इसके प्रति एक सामूहिक आवाज उठी। लेकिन यहाँ मुझे लगता है हम बड़े प्रोड्यूसरों के नाम लेना या मुश्किल काम करना नहीं चाहते। हालांकि ये बदल रहा है, मैं इसे आम सोच नहीं कहूँगी। अब कई और ऐसी महिला लेखक और गीतकार सामने आ रही हैं।
Neerat Kaur and Akanksha Saxena. And the next award goes again to Shamveer Singh from ETV Bharat. Now this is in the web news report category and he's given this award for sensitively portraying a para-athlete who overcame stigma and adversity with family and community's support. Shamveer Singh. This is the second award for Shamveer Singh for two of his stories this year. And with this, we now move on to the Marathi entries from the Western region. And the first awardee is Rahi Shruti Ganesh from Nabs Eidotsav. Now this is in the print feature category and Rahi is confirmed the Laadli Award for fearlessly challenging communal hatred and reaffirming democratic and secular values. Rahi Shruti Ganesh. One must read the translation of her Marathi article, Vikharat Baharnara Gulmohar, which has been translated by Yogesh Pawar. And up next, Pradnya Kekar Singh from Dailik Pudhari. Now she's awarded in the print news report category for spotlighting a woman professional who breaks gender barriers in a male-dominated field. Pradnya Kekar Singh. And our next award goes to Apsara Aga from Baimanus Media Research Foundation. Apsara Aga wins this in the web feature category, the award for exposing the compounded injustices faced by disabled women, particularly in the context of the climate crisis. Apsara Aga. And the final award in Marathi language now goes to Rishikesh More from Baimanus Media Research Foundation yet again. These are two awards for Baimanus Media Research Foundation and Rishikesh More is honored for vividly capturing the journey of a tribal woman forester who breaks barriers in the wild and redefines empowerment. Rishikesh More.
ॲक्च्युली मी आदिवासी आहे, एक गोंड समाजाची मुलगी आहे मी. तर मी 2012 मध्ये पहिले फॉरेस्ट गार्ड म्हणून जुना इथे लागले चंद्रपूरपासून 50 किलोमीटर अंतरावर आहे. झरण रेंज आहे ही. झरण रेंजमध्ये हा भटाडी बीट आहे. हा बीटाचा पूर्ण एरिया 1100 हेक्टर आहे सध्या माझ्याकडे आणि याच्यामध्ये एकच ही मचाण आहे. जंगलामध्ये सोबत आमचे एक वनमजूर असतो आणि दोघे जण आम्ही जंगलामध्ये गस्तीसाठी फिरतो किंवा फील्ड वर्क असले तर मग आपल्या कामाच्या ठिकाणी जातो. त्याच्यासोबतच आम्हाला गस्त पण करावं लागते, पेट्रोलिंग सोबत. कुठं काही टायगरने किल केली आहे का, पाणवठ्यावर जाऊन बघणे, पाणवठा चेक करणे, कुठे टायगरची मुवमेंट झाली आहे का, कोणी ट्रॅप लावलाय का, कोणी शिकारी जाळे लावले आहे का, हे चेक करणे. जसं चोर लोक नाही का झाडं तोडतात तर ते बघावं लागते, इलिशिट आहे का, सागाची झाडं कोणी तोडली आहे का. रात्रीला बसलो आहे रात्र चोरांना पकडायसाठी आणि पकडलं पण आहे आम्ही.
Heartiest congratulations. And now if I may invite Shatrupa Samantrai on stage. We had announced the prize for her some time ago. Shatrupa Samantrai from Argus News is awarded for celebrating the spirit of adventure and empowerment among Adivasi women. Shatrupa Samantrai. We now have the jury appreciation citations. And the first jury appreciation citation goes to Hina Khandelwal from the Indian Express. This is in the print feature English category, and Hina Khandelwal receives a special jury citation for her portrait of Kashish Sheikh, the only woman stunt rider braving the dizzying well of death. Hina Khandelwal. The next jury citation award goes to Manasi Phadke from the print. Manasi Phadke receives this in the web feature English category, the jury citation for highlighting Goa's thriving startup ecosystem powered by young women entrepreneurs. Heartiest congratulations, Manasi Phadke. And the next jury citation award goes to Neetu Singh from Dainik Bhaskar. Neetu Singh receives this in print article Hindi category, a special jury citation for her compelling piece on artist and anti-trafficking activist Leena Kejriwal. Neetu Singh. Next, please put your hands together for Kamla Badoni from Navbharat Times. Kamla Badoni is conferred a special jury citation in the web feature Hindi category for her feature on a cancer survivor's resilience. Kamla Badoni. And the final special jury citation in this segment goes to Deepali Jagtap from BBC News Marathi. Deepali Jagtap wins this for exposing how exploitative development is threatening fisherwomen's livelihoods. Deepali Jagtap.
इलेक्शन आला नाही काही बोलवायला येतील आम्हाला मतदान द्या आम्हाला मतदान मग आम्ही आणली बहिरी माणसं आम्ही जातो वोट द्यायला मग त्यांचं काम झालं कधी हात वरती करतात
आश्वासन देतात नारळ फोडून जातात पण ते काय अजून काम झालंय नाही
आम्ही सकाळी बसता मग दुपारी 2 वाजता जेवायला जातं कारण मातीतलं आम्ही किती सर राहणार ऊन लागते त्याला ऊन लागते त्याला तिथे पाणी नाही आम्हाला पियाला
कधी कधी घरी जाऊन आम्ही जेवत पण नाही टेन्शननी तसेच झोपतो
Heartiest congratulations, Deepali. Let's have a big round of applause for so many friends here from all the Western region, the awardees for proving that empathy and excellence can indeed share the same headline. And now I want to thank Sridhar ji. We also now call upon Ms. Megha Tata of the IAA, our very own trustee, to join Ms. Pathak on stage to do the honors for the next segment. And now we turn to North, to the stories that emerge from some of the most complex corners of our country, where courage means speaking truth to power again and again. Let's felicitate our awardees from the North. Our first awardee in English is Satvika Mahajan. In fact, there are two, Satvika Mahajan and Ashna Bhutani from the Hindu, yet again. Satvika Mahajan and Ashna Bhutani win this in the print article category for sensitively uncovering the neglect faced by transgender residents in state-run shelters, reminding us that dignity is a right, not a privilege. Satvika Mahajan and Ashna Bhutani. Our next awardee is Rakhi Bose from Outlook. Now, Rakhi Bose wins this in the print magazine feature category, and she's honored for her powerful feature, Criminal Amnesia, which takes us to Manipur, giving voice to survivors of violence and ensuring their stories aren't lost in the nation's forgetfulness. Rakhi Bose. I can see that the claps have started tapering, so please keep them coming. Every award is just as important. Thank you so much. And the next awardees are Varsha Sriram and Madhushri Goswami from the Quint.com. Varsha Sriram and Madhushri Goswami win in the web article section, receive this award for their expose on the systemic silencing and sexual harassment of women in the Bengali film industry. Varsha Sriram and Madhushri Goswami. And now for our next awardee is Anuj Behel from behenbox.com. Now, Anuj Bahl wins this in the web blog category and is recognized for a blog revealing the gendered consequences of enforced displacement. Anuj Bahl. And for the deeply moving documentary, The Cause of 1984, which brings forth the long-silenced voices of Sikh women who survived violence, Zija Sherwani and Jaspreet Singh from Quint are awarded the Laadli Media Award. This is in the web documentary category. Please put your hands together for Zija Sherwani and Jaspreet Singh.
चौरासी की नाइंसाफ़ी. This is how the survivors remember the massacre of Sikhs in 1984.
ਕੀਤਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਾ ਬੇਅਦਬੀ ਕੀਤੀ, ਔਰਤਾਂ ਦੀ ਬੇਅਦਬੀ ਕੀਤੀ, ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੇਖੋ ਇਨਸਾਫ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਿਆ। 40 ਸਾਲ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਵੀ ਇਨਸਾਫ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ, ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਜਾਣ ਜਨਾਨੀਆਂ, ਕਿੱਥੇ ਜਾਣ ਇਨਸਾਫ ਲੈਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ, ਕਿਹੜੀ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਲੱਭੀਏ।
And this documentary is a testimony to the predicament of the women, the Kaurs, who continue to fight back.
And the next award goes to Sagarika Kissu from the print.in. Now, Sagarika Kissu wins in the web feature category and brings us the poignant story of women dancers in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, artists living between art, stigma, and survival. Sagarika Kissu. Now, from the Reporters Collective, Tapasya T and Bhumika Saraswati are conferred the award for investigating how gender often disappears in policy, exposing the gaps between data and lived reality. This is an award in the web feature series category for Tapasya T and Bhumika Saraswati. Up next, Prabhat Kumar and Bhagirath S. from Down to Earth are recognized for their evocative portrayal of women-led environmental stewardship in one of India's most drought-prone regions. Prabhat Kumar and Bhagirath S. win this in the web feature video category.
Agrotha is situated on the edge of the forested mountains of Bakswaha. The rainwater falling on these hills and flowing from the forest used to flow between two hills behind the pond. Jal Sahelis made a way to take this rainwater to the pond by cutting a hill. They blocked the way of the water by making a dam with the soil that came out during the digging, due to which the flow of the water got diverted and reached the pond.
जे सब महिलाओं ने जे नाली की मिट्टी जो निकली वहाँ पर जे माने उनको उसको छेका और छेक करके जे पानी यहाँ से मोड़ा। कैसे काम शुरू हुआ?
महिला हुई पहले आगे, फिर उसके बाद पुरुष आए। जब आगे महिला नहीं गई, फिर उसके बाद पुरुष भी आए पीछे के, फिर पुरुष ने भी हमको साथ दिया और महिला ने भी साथ दिया।
Next awardee is Nidhi Suresh from newslaundry.com. And Nidhi Suresh wins in the Web Investigative Story category the next award for her intersectional reportage connecting caste, conflict, and gender in her Hathras follow-up, a story that compels us to confront uncomfortable truths. Nidhi Suresh. And the next award goes yet again to Srihari Palyat from indiaspen.com. This is the second award, regional award in the evening for Srihari Palyat. He wins this in the Web News Report category for his meticulous research that interweaves gender with livelihood, health, and labor rights. Srihari Palyat. Up next, Tanya Malik from the Times of India is awarded for boldly critiquing popular cinema's gendered blind spots. Tanya Malik wins in Web Op-Ed category. Our next awardee is Devina Gupta from BBC World Service, and in the radio commentary section, she receives the Laadli Award for her crisp, engaging exploration of women's safety during night shifts. Devina Gupta.
Since August, there have been a number of protests like this one in the state of West Bengal. People have been participating in mass rallies seeking justice for a young medical trainee who was raped and murdered in a state-run hospital. She had just completed her 36-hour shift, and due to a lack of a designated resting place, she went to sleep in a seminar hall. The next day, she was found dead. As the investigation continues in this case, it has once again put a spotlight on women's safety at workplaces, especially if they're working late shifts. And so for this episode, we hear about some of those challenges.
Heartiest congratulations, Devina. And the next awardee is Anushri Bhaumik from Vion. She wins in the television news feature category, and she's the awardee for exploring that quiet yet radical intersection of gender and leisure. Her fascinating piece questions who gets to rest and why women's personal space still feels political. Anushri Bhaumik.
What shows up in the lives of women when they're not supposed to be performing a role? Right now in the repository, in Women at Leisure repository, there are around 800 plus photographs and videos of women at leisure. It is a qualitative project which does give you certain definite commentary about the society and leisure, especially gendered leisure. The leisure does set us free. Leisure gives you a space to reveal your inner self. It lets you flourish. Leisure is a measure of how free a society is.
Heartiest congratulations. And now we move on to the second set of awards in Hindi. And the first awardee there is Bhanu Prakash Rana from Farm and Food. Now this is under the magazine article segment, and Bhanu Prakash Rana is recognized for questioning why women, despite being the backbone of Indian agriculture, remain invisible as farmers. Bhanu Prakash Rana. And our next awardee is Anurag Kumar Srivastava from Yatharthwadi. Anurag Kumar Srivastava wins in the print magazine feature category and receives the next award for interrogating the gendered burden of family planning in India. Anurag Kumar Srivastava. And our next awardee is Chandrabhan Yadav from Amar Ujala. Chandrabhan Yadav wins in the print news report category and is honored for uncovering a striking gender imbalance in organ donation. Please put your hands together for Chandrabhan Yadav. The next award goes to Nikku Kumari from Youth Ki Awaaz. Nikku Kumari wins in the web blog segment and receives the Laadli Media Award for humanizing the silent struggles of early marriage and menstrual ignorance. Nikku Kumari, I'm sorry. And from the Third Eye Hindi, we now have Santosh Sharma and Suman Parmar in the web feature category, who are awarded for exposing the gendered brutality behind witch hunting. Santosh Sharma and Suman Parmar. Suman Parmar, if I may request you to please stay back on stage, because the next award also is for you. And this is from the Third Eye Hindi, another award for her exploration of obstetric violence and her compassionate portrayal of women's healthcare experiences. Suman Parmar with her second Laadli now. big round of applause for the second Laadli. She should feel that she's won her special Laadli award. Up next, I call Neetu Singh, who heads Shades of Rural India, for winning in the feature video category for her courageous documentation of practices that violate girls' safety and rights while challenging menstrual stigma. Neetu Singh.
चारों तरफ उग चुकी घास और पेड़ पौधों के बीच बने इस जर्जर कमरे को महाराष्ट्र के गढ़चिरौली जिले में कूरमा घर कहते हैं। ये वो कूरमा घर है जिसमें यहाँ जन्मी हर आदिवासी लड़की को माहवारी शुरू होने से लेकर खत्म होने तक हर महीने पीरियड के दौरान कम से कम 4 से 5 दिन रहना पड़ता है। यहाँ जन्मी आज की युवा लड़कियां कूरमा घर को काला पानी से कम की सजा नहीं समझती। उनके लिए गांव के बाहर एक सुनसान झोपड़ी में रहना, जहां ना तो वॉशरूम, ना पानी, ना लाइट और ना ही सोने का ठीक से इंतजाम, बाकी सुविधाएं तो छोड़ ही दीजिए।
And up next, I invite on stage Manavendra Singh from Gaon Connection. He wins in the web podcast Hindi category the next award for steering a conversation that inspires others to challenge gendered limitations. Manavendra Singh.
मैंने एक दिन जब मैं ई गवर्नेंस की नौकरी करने के बाद वो भी मैंने छोड़ दिया। मैं जब एक जगह इनपुट पे काम करती थी तो मुझे ढेर सारे अखबार पढ़ने होते थे। सो उसमें एक खबर छपी थी कि मध्य प्रदेश के पहले 2 लड़कों ने माउंट एवरेस्ट सबमिट किया। ओके, ये फिर मैंने गूगल करा, पता चला 32 साल पहले बछेंद्री पाल मैम ने क्लाइम किया, मध्य प्रदेश से किसी लड़की ने नहीं किया। देन क्लिक हुआ, वो लड़की मैं क्यों नहीं हो सकती। सो वो ठान लिया, बट वो ईजी नहीं था। फिर पता किया उसके लिए लोग बहुत बुद्धू बनाते हैं, स्पेशली अब गांव के बच्चे होते हो तो बहुत बेवकूफ़ बनाते हैं। मतलब मैंने जब लोगों से पूछा तो लोग फाइनेंशियली बहुत आपका पैसा बर्बाद कर देते, जानकारी प्रॉपर नहीं देते, बुद्धू बनाते रहते हैं। देन पता चला कि कोर्सेज होते हैं। फिर भारत में 5 इंस्टीट्यूट है माउंटेनरिंग के, वहाँ जाके हम लोगों ने मैंने कोई कोर्स किए। कोर्स करने के आने के बाद पता चला कि माउंट एवरेस्ट के लिए 25 लाख रुपए की राशि लगती है। वो इकट्ठा करने में बहुत पापड़ बेले।
Heartiest congratulations, Manavendra. And before we move on to the next category, Pooja Changoiwala, our winner, is amongst us now. So I wish to invite her yet again on the stage. Pooja Changoiwala, who is from the Neiman Reports and who's won an award in the print magazine feature category, who receives an award for her powerful portrayal of a woman journalist's fight against caste and gender discrimination and her call for greater inclusivity in the media. Please put your hands together for Pooja Changoiwala. And Megha ji, now I wish to thank you for doing the honors. Please stay back for a minute. If I may request Yogesh Pawar to present a token of appreciation to Megha ji. And can we now invite Prakash Chandra Sharma, the General Manager of SMC Infrastructure Private Limited and our sponsor for Tata Mumbai Marathon, to come up on stage for the next round of Jury Appreciation Awards. Mr. Prakash Chandra Sharma. We now have the jury appreciation citation winner, and the winner is Manasi Vijay from India Spend. Now, Manasi Vijay wins her award in the Web Investigative Story. This is a jury appreciation citation for illuminating the intersection of gender, health, and stigma with sensitivity and precision. Manasi Vijay. That brings us to the end of the Northern Region awardees. So if I may please request you all to put your hands together for the Northern Region awardees for their honesty, integrity, and the courage to hold a mirror to the society when it matters the most. And I wish to thank Ms. Pathak for presenting the awards, and I wish to invite you to share your reflections on the power of communication, a force that bridges, divides, and transforms hearts. Ms. Pathak, if I may invite you, please. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I think Yogesh, I was just telling Yogesh, such fantastic talent in the room. I finished my steps walking up and down, my quota for the day. Congratulations to all the winners, and kudos to Laadli for this wonderful platform and this program that they have, because I truly think that, these are moments when you can take a pause and reflect and also commit, to continuing the consistent and the conscious work in this area, because it needs consistency and consciousness to be able to actually drive change. This is not going to happen overnight. So I think this is your 15th year, so that's fantastic. I think advertising, like music, like literature, like movies are all part of popular culture. And they do have the ability to be able to seed role models, to be able to challenge stereotypes, and to change the narrative, to shape social behavior even, right? And I think that's why they have the power, and therefore they have to have the responsibility to do it. I think over the last couple of years, advertising has given a lot of progressive and powerful ideas in this area. There's lots of great work done, in fact, by my company as well, on Dove and Clinic Plus, and we've seen great work on Ariel, on Tata Tea, I think, on Red Label. So really great work that is, progressive, that is challenging societal thinking and the norms, and driving positive change. There's lots of good work happening around women-centric brands, and I was actually reflecting and thinking that perhaps there's an opportunity for us to change the narrative even for male-centric brands, because if you really want an equitable and an empowering world, you need to actually address male unconscious bias. And I think there's some interesting work that's happening, but I think if male-centric brands were a little more conscious about actually addressing the unconscious bias amongst men, I think they will be able to really contribute to changing the narrative. So I think advertising, like a lot of popular culture, is magic, because I think it's it's a powerful medium, and I hope that along with driving commerce, we're also trying to drive culture and cultural change. Thank you.
No, please wait. Please wait. Thank you so much, Ms. Pathak. If I may request Mr. Yogesh Pawar to hand over a small token of our collective regard for her. Thank you, Ms. Pathak. And if I may now invite Prakash Chandra Sharma, the General Manager of SMC Infrastructure Private Limited, to share a few words with us.
Hello, good evening. We are SMC Infrastructures. We do water supply, sanitation, solid waste management, and long transmission pipelines. So doing this, usually we work in the remote areas. So we are come across all the difficulties of the local people whenever it is possible. We support them. We hire the local people and even the ladies, and we do a proper sanitation and this for this our labor staffs. And I'm not directly connected with the advertising world. So, but I'm very happy to be here. Thank you very much. Okay.
I can see people getting up. I just have a small request and a reminder for all those who have won the regional awards to stay back after the event for a group photo, please. And as the regional awards ceremony draws to a close, I wish to call upon Program Director Yogesh Pawar to deliver the vote of thanks, but a gentle reminder to all the winners to not leave the auditorium and wait back for a group photo. Thank you.
First and foremost, a big thank you to UNFPA, our enduring partner, for believing in Laadli's vision of gender-just communication. A shout out to NCPA, to this venue. I mean, how would an NGO like us afford a venue like this otherwise? A big thank you to our chief guests, Ms. Kalpana Sharma and Hepzibah Pathak, for the awardees and from the awardees and the entire team for your wisdom, warmth, and presence. Thank you so much. Sometimes coordinating it was, you know, I didn't think it would be possible to have Hepzibah, for example, here without Meghaji having helped us, so thank you. I'm sure you will all agree that this vote of thanks will be incomplete without thanking our MC Vinaya Deshpande. To the Population First family, Dr. Sharda, Dolly ma'am, and Anuja ji, we will always be indebted to you for keeping this movement going. I also want to thank my colleagues from Population First, especially Pooja Nagdev Jadhav at the back there. Yes, her name is now hyphenated. So I want to thank all of them for helping me put this program together. Awardees, please remember, like Vinaya said, please come down for your pictures. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You can now proceed. Yes, sorry. Yes, we will have a small recess of sorts. हिंदी पिक्चर में होता है ना, जैसे इंटरवल होती है थोड़ी देर के लिए, तो एक छोटा इंटरवल होगा. जल्द से मिलते हैं एक छोटे अंतराल के बाद. कहीं जाइएगा मत. शुक्रिया.